Around the 2nd century BC, at the magnificent site of Ajanta, great Buddhist caves had been carved out of the heart of the mountain. In the mid-5th century, under the rule of the Brahmanical Vakataka-Kings, the site saw renewed activity. As in the Indic tradition seen earlier, feudatories, ministers, and even queens freely followed the Buddhist faith and patronized Buddhist caves and art. There were no religious divisions, and the patrons of the Buddhist caves sometimes proclaimed their descent from Brahmanical deities. The facades of early Chaitya-grihas presented a grand simplicity. The second phase of Ajanta brings us a changed world. Cave 19 of the mid-5th century is the first Chaitya-griha or hall of meditation of the Vakataka period. The facade of the hall is thickly populated with divine forms. The horseshoe-shaped window above the entrance, based upon wooden architectural models, has become more elaborate. On either side of the window are made attendant figures. They stand in graceful postures, and the treatment is delicate. Buddhas are made flanking the entrance to the cave. The figures have a humanity and sensitivity which gives Ajanta a special place in Indian art. There is a grace and an inward look which is the hallmark of the sculpture of this period. The garments are diaphanous. A Nagaraja and a Nagini with an attendant figure are among the finest sculptures of Ajanta. These are serpents made in human form, and such images come from the earliest times in Indian art. They have that rapt concentration and inward look which catches us immediately and takes us to a place of peace deep within. Earlier, the interior of the hall of meditation was simple and unadorned. The focus was on the final truth, which was formless. Now it is the beauty of form which serves to reveal the grace which underlies creation. Peace is now created by beauty and harmony around us. Though the stupa continues to be made, it is very considerably elaborated. Now the Buddha is made in the front of the stupa to bestow his blessings upon the worshipper. Cave 26 is a grand Chaitya-griha, perhaps the last excavation at Ajanta. It is much larger and more elaborate than Cave 19. The Buddha inside is made within a stupa and sits with pendant legs upon a throne. The Maitreya Buddha, who is as yet to come in the world, is often made in this fashion. The circumambulatory path around the shrine is elaborately carved. On the left wall of the cave is a marvelous depiction of the Buddha's victory over the armies of Mara. These forces represent the turbulence and confusion of the mind. Mara's daughters below represent our desires that keep us bound to a life of pain in the material world. The Buddha is serene as he rises above these and is ready for enlightenment. A profoundly moving scene is that of the Mahaparinirvana of the Buddha, when he finally achieves release from the mortal world. This is one of the grandest yet most sensitive depictions in all of Buddhist art. The figure of the reclining Buddha is about 22 feet long and is best seen from near his feet, the appropriate position for the devotee. The perspective has been perfectly made for viewing from this spot. Ananda, his grieving disciple, also sits at his feet, desolate at the loss, forlorn. In the solemnity and grandeur of the noble achievement of the Mahaparinirvana, Ananda adds a human touch which is unforgettable. The same sentiment is echoed in some of the seated figures of the monks below the Buddha. Above, heavenly musicians celebrate the great moment of the Buddha's release from the world of illusions.